Hey Travis, so I just wanted to show you kind of how the site is going to work as far as editing. It's going to be pretty simple for you. So if you're on punchburger.com and you basically hit escape, should, yep, you hit escape on any page, and it will take you to the config page, and then you would just log in. I'm also an admin on your site, so basically we just log in. Sorry about that. There we go. All right, so then we're immediately kind of taken to the content editing area. Over on the left side, you see the eyeball means preview, which is kind of what the world would see. And when you're in preview mode, you can obviously use the entire site, click around, do whatever you want to do. And then down here in the lower right, yours will have your name on it, but mine has my name on it. And if you mouse over these, they also say what they do. So in this mode here, this edit content, if you click that, what's going to happen here is the only real time that you would use that pencil icon or this content edit is when you want to edit your burger of the moment. And the burger of the moment only appears on the sidebar. I figure since there's no real photos for it, it's kind of a nice thing to, at least you can put it over there. I guess, if you want to expand in the future, we can, maybe add a page for it or something like that. But this is like going to be a really easy way for you to kind of swap things out. But so basically click the pencil and you can see that now we're in edit mode. So we can change content and site structure is what that says. So if we come over here and double click this, that's all you have to do to get in there. So now basically if you change this to say anything else, so let's say BBQ gumbo. BBQ gumbo burger. And if we hit save on that, that's how that works. So you can see how easy it is to change that. I'm going to change it back real quickly. Hopefully no one thinks that you're going to be serving a barbecue gumbo burger anytime soon. Southern Sunrise. So we just do that. The way it shows up over here on the left is if this is bold, then it uses that fun font, and then the rest of it that's non-bold down here in the rest of this description, it's just kind of a default text there. So that's really all you have to do. The image there, the burger of the moment image, just kind of always stays there. But all you really have to do is just double click the guy over there and type in what you want. Easy. So then I think if we say, so then there's a couple ways to get to the other pages. You can either click this manage page at this point, and we're going to come back here to kind of the whole back end. This A is content editing. So content manager is how you edit the content on your site. Preview is that. The activity is actual stats. So which is kind of nice. You can see traffic overview is the number of visitors. So there's probably this many page views because I was building the site, on these days. But look at that. On October 5th, which is today, 503 page views. So I think that people know about the site now. That's awesome. So yeah, if you scroll down, you'll start to see robot hits is like Google Bots sends out its robots and goes out and gets all your content, and then indexes the search engines. It's not only Google, it's a number of Actually, probably click it. Nope. There's probably some other area to find out. But anyway, then unique visitors. So it looks like 157 unique visitors. And this is probably for a month, I think is what this is. Oh, daily. Average 14. So you probably had a lot today. And you can also look at hourly. 119 unique visitors accessing your site within this time frame. So yeah, so you can look at all that data, and then it's broken down per day. We didn't allow the search indexing to happen because we had the site password protected, so that's why that happens there. And you can see what kind of browsers and things people are using. It's kind of cool. And then refers would be, wow, look at that. Urban Spoon, 9.5%. Facebook, 4.13%. So it's pretty cool. It's going to happen. So the referrers are people who would link to tell people about your site. T.co. I wonder if that's Twitter. I can't remember what T.co is. It's just a short URL. You can actually click some of these. Oh, I guess it's just a short URL. Okay, so anyway, go through all that and kind of learn from a lot of the content. You can start to learn what is popular. Like here's the popular pages. Our Burger Creations looks like it's second most popular next to the home page. Search queries. This is what people are searching for out in the world, and I'm not sure what that means exactly yet. That might be just bad data at this point. I think it actually is. We'll have to report some of this. And then detailed activity. You can see who went where. This is probably the least useful of all the pages, but at least you can kind of see who is on what pages and things, because you really don't know who these people are. So anyway, back on the content, the pages listed on the left side, main navigation over here, are all the pages on the site. And from the previous build, I have those other pages that are down here. They're just not linked. So those exist if we want to ever use them. There's really nothing on them at this point. They're just kind of empty pages. So you can navigate to the various pages on here and kind of, you can make changes on most anything out here. You know, you see if you don't want this content here, yeah, I mean, you basically just click where you want to do anything and edit. It's very, very simple to do. Your photos are here if you double click this guy, and you can see there's a few different options of this kind of slideshow component. And let's see, but you know, I have all these set to kind of optimize this home page a little better. And then content, if you click content, and you can actually browse and upload new images and things like that. And then what's really cool about this, and this applies to every single gallery or photo that you'd upload, is the website is what's called responsive. And we discussed that a little bit, but it means that it adapts to smaller screens quite well. So let me close this. So when you make the site smaller, then you can see the images adapt for that. What's really cool is those photos have a center point. 10. Sorry, I'm trying to get the screen back here. Okay, so the screens have the galleries have like a center point that you can set up. So when things are smaller, oops, I gotta go here to the back end here. We'll go to content. and you can set that point on all the photos. So when things are cropped down a little smaller, you can always say, well, what's the best area of the photo? It's that right there. There's the burger. There's the, the sandwich. I guess in this case we'd show the burger. So that way, if the page goes narrow and things are getting automatically cropped just to optimize for that screen, then that person will always see the best portion of the photo, which no other website does that. No other technology. So it's so cool. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to hit cancel because we haven't changed anything here. So I'll just hit cancel. And all right, so then about us, we can click over here. Let's see if there's something I haven't shown you. Okay, so like the phone number area up here, if you double click this, is code. So I don't know. I mean, if you change your phone number, I guess you would do that kind of thing there. But that order online button, we have that hidden right now. So that's not gonna show up anywhere yet. And what else? So moving content around and things. So these are all different content areas. Like, again, this is another slideshow type deal. We kind of just covered that. And then, if you want to add more content, less content here, this is how you'd go in and edit it. If you want to put a link to Dave Fisher's Twitter site, or Dave Fisher, the cattle farmer, cattle rancher in Jasper, Fisher Farms. I mean, you could put a link, you could put a photo of fish, all that kind of stuff in here. Location page. Again, we have separate blocks. One is that top, and then we have another. This is a photo, actually. Same way, if you double click it, there's like one actual photo, and there I set the sweet spot of the photo is how that works. So if I were to put this down here, for example, and say save, you can see what happens is it'll actually literally crop what we're seeing there. So in this case, we'd want to go ahead and say punch. And there we go. Let's see what else. This is all just text again. I just put in your hours right there. If you double click the map, it'll quite easily allow you to put your address in, and it'll put the proper pinpoint exactly where it needs to go. If you want to make the map bigger, smaller, anything like that, you can adjust that. Do all that. And another photo down at the bottom. Our burger creations. So again, everything's totally editable. This one's a little different because this is kind of a custom code area for this, just to kind of tweak it a little more than what you could have done, kind of what the system would allow. But not too difficult to figure out. I mean, if you add ingredients or add another burger, it's basically, I mean, you could pretty much copy this H4, which is the large portion, which is a heading, and then P is a paragraph. So you can pretty much copy that, paste it, put a new burger called the Allen, and then, put whatever you want there. My dogs are fighting in the background, sorry. Another photo area, it's the same way. This gallery is stacked, and then content is all editable right here. And build your own burger. Again, you just click right into this and start, adding things there. Photo area, also the same way. But if you wanted to add stuff here, basically if you put the cursor right after here and you said, rye or something like that, that's all you got to do. You don't even have to hit save. You just kind of click out of it and it's saved. There's no save button. So anything you do, it's going to auto save it. You can also undo. So if I hit, Command Z, it'll have multiple steps of undo. And this is an H3 heading right here. So, so like in this case, if I hit enter twice, and if I said other bread, and then if I say like rye here, then I could select this text and make it an H3, and then I want my rye to be that bullet. So that's basically what you do. And then if I hit preview right now on the site, there it is. So automatically, styles it. Everything's pretty simple. But let's go in case you get questions on that. Let's go. Take that back out. I bet it's gross. I bet with burgers. Unless you're gonna do the Reuben. Oh. Okay, so this is now saved. If you want to add pages, you can certainly do that, and they'll just add right on there. There's a lot you can kind of do. There's all kinds of functionality you can bring into the site. Maybe some future things are other components you can add. Like there's other blocks as well. So text block, which is pretty much what we were just in. Markdown is just another type of code. There's a code block as well. If you want to insert an image, insert a gallery. This is a gallery on the right. Insert a video. If you want to insert a video, you can enter that URL. You can either enter the URL of the like Vimeo or YouTube. You can add a thumbnail, which is really cool. Then you can kind of give it its own thing. Or if it has an embed code, you just use it that way. Very cool stuff and so easy to use. Let's see what other components we have here. Audio, map, form. So if you want to have a contact form, external link, quote, stuff like that. Let me add this quote block just so you can kind of see how you move things around. So, so good. And this will be Alan Hauser said that. So another page you might do are testimonials. You could do something like that, but in this case, if we just hit save here, it's just kind of a nice little thing. But check this out. You can actually move your content now. So if I want this at the very top of the page, I'm clicking and holding. You see right now it says row. And then if I go up to the top and I just keep holding it, it's going to keep going and going. Then what I can do is, let's say I want to drop it here. So then, we've gone ahead and inserted that, exactly where we want it. So good. If you want to put it there, it kind of shoves that over. You can see. So it's pretty flexible. I mean, you can drag components all around like that. You want to get rid of it, double click it, and say remove. Cake. So then other components, structure things. Let's see, calendar, summary, tag, cloud, author, index. Social, you might do some more of those in the future. You can bring in your tweets. You can bring in Instagram photos, which would be incredible if people start taking pictures. Or if you take pictures, you can post things from your Instagram account, which would be really cool. Foursquare, I believe. Foursquare in this case, yeah, it would show your account. So it wouldn't show activity of Punchburger, of who's checking in at Punchburger. It would show your activity where you're checking in. So, it might not be that great. Not what we thought it would be anyway. But there are other ways to do, like who's checking in on Punchburger. That might be something future. And I'm going to wrap this up here because there's just too many cool things. Flickr photos, of course. And they'll have other services coming in here as they, release things and develop new custom stuff. That's basically it. What else we have here? Oh yeah, and then the gear is your settings. So you might still go through here and see if there's anything we kind of missed, but this very first page here has some things, like if you enter tagline, it actually does appear on the actual site, and I was working with that and it never looked great, so I just kind of kept it out. But like your Google kind of description, those kind of things can come here. This should probably be a meta description, actually. Search results like Google. So this should actually go here. Yeah, this should be a sentence because this is going to be what shows up on a Google search result. 1 or 2 short sentences describe your website. And save. General settings. If you have Google Analytics account, you can put that there. If you want to lock the site like I had it before, you just basically enter a password. And the rest of this is kind of default kind of things. I don't know why it's doing this. I guess it's just... I don't know if that's going to ever show up. I'm not... Maybe that ties into your stats. It's cool looking though. Connected accounts. Facebook page. What? Facebook allows you to specify a gallery and page to your site to embed within one of your Facebook brand pages. Select a page and gallery you wish to connect below. Upgrade your account to the unlimited plan. So if you upgrade your account, it looks like you can connect stuff to Facebook. Interesting. Share buttons. Squarespace templates have share buttons. So if those appeared out there, if you want to put those, we can kind of do some custom buttons. Contributors, I think I'm one of them. I'm going to remove this developer who helped me on some stuff. I'm just going to say remove access on him. I'll just keep them out there, I guess. And let's see, domains, that's what we did. Make the site live. Templates, import, export, code injection. That's kind of how we have some of the code that we're using that's coming in there. More advanced stuff, some developer stuff, mobile apps. I think they're just basically saying, yeah, you can use iPhone, iPad, and Android to post to your site. Billing is there. I think you probably found that. Help and support. So if you have any kind of problems on the site or any questions, you can post a thing there. There's also a help portal, which is very robust, so you can search kind of for anything. If we search for video, for example, you'll even see videos to tell you how to do some things. So pretty good stuff out there. But that's about it. Oops, I guess I'm on another. There we go. So yeah, Punch Burger. I guess we're done. Thanks a lot.